say this one.
Okay.
Ruby, you should know where the white thread is.
I don't know where it is though. I didn't put it in.
How big of a spool is it?
Just a regular.
Regular spool? I don't know. I don't know where spools are kept. I really don't know where spools are kept. Watermelon?
Yeah.
What are your
Frankie
parents
said,
saying?
if you don't know the words to a song, just say watermelon over and over and over again.
Who said that?
In this book, whatever after,
Oh.
Frankie says, like, you know.
Ruby, you need to come to bed. It's Monday again, so we're getting ready for school, and today is picture day for River, so she has pictures today. So she's got a cute little dress on. And so I really want to be able to use this camera, but there's a lot of drawbacks to using this camera in particular, and that's why I've kind of gone with the GoPro and things. One is the image stabilization. There's like zero stabilization, as you can see. The other thing is the focal ability of this camera. It's not an automatic focus, so I have to kind of have a guide and shift it into focus. The other thing is the sound. How does the sound sound? I don't know. I haven't figured out how to get good quality sound from the Rode mic into the Blackmagic. But I really do love the compactness of this camera, and what I'm thinking about doing maybe is getting a Metabones adapter, switching to an EF lens with some image stabilization and autofocus capabilities, so I can actually hold the camera up and hit the focus button on the back, hopefully bring my face into focus really quickly, and then start recording. That would be really awesome, because then I could also hit that automatic iris, get the aperture set quickly, and just run with it. So that would be a goal of mine. I just don't know whether I want to invest the money into putting a Metabones on here. The Metabones, one thing that says, is really close. Even though it's a 17mm lens, it's really close. And I mean, I would have to get the same angle as the GoPro. It's hard. So if I got the Metabones, I could get another 17. You get a larger view angle. It drops it down to, I don't know what it drops it down to, but it does help with it. But I just don't know whether I'm ready to do that or not. I feel like I am. Maybe I should take this lens and sell it, use that money to roll it into another lens. Doesn't have to be something as fast as this. I'm using a Olympus 1.8, which is a really fast lens. If I got the Metabones, I could use a 4 and it would effectively make it into a 2 aperture. So you get a little bit more light the way that Metabones adapter is working. It actually allows more light to come in, so you get a greater aperture. But that's that. I think this might be the only video I do today, so I just want to kind of talk about why I've cut back on using the Blackmagic, and why I went to the GoPro, but maybe I might switch back now to using this camera more and use the GoPro on the go. It's hard to mix the two footages though, because of the color grading required with this camera. The GoPro doesn't really have that much color grading required, so it's a lot easier to just run with the footage as it is, whereas this footage is shooting with a very flat profile. So in order to make it look good, you have to do some tweaks to the saturation, the levels, the color balance, all this kind of stuff. So, but maybe if I had a system, you know, once you set up a good color grading system, then that whole process could become a lot easier. and work well, but the file size is large too. That's another thing. But I don't know. You know, once I've gotten to the point where now I don't really need to keep all my footage. I kind of want to just assemble the video, let that be the video, and get rid of the old footage, because I'm not really shooting anything highly cinematic that I'm going to come back to and create a new movie from or anything like that. So if it's just, you know, random video, maybe I could just record it, make the movie, dump all the old video off, which is that's kind of the method I'm starting to come to. I know that I should probably save all the old video, but gosh, just too large file size, and I don't think there's any need for what I'm doing. I don't think there's any need to actually save that footage. So those are just some thoughts on the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera, and maybe I can bring this thing back to life and start using it more. I think the key to this camera is going to be the Metabones adapter. Get the Metabones, and I will reevaluate where I feel and how I feel with this camera here. Also, a lens with some image stabilization, because as you can see, it's real shaky, and if you want to watch it, it needs to be a lot smoother system. So that's where I am with that. I will see you guys tomorrow.